Welcome back to Overprocessed.
Conversations with Jess and Ruthie.
Today's episode is dedicated to a very specific generation. The ones of us who survived dial-up internet, LimeWire viruses, and the emotional damage of MySpace Top 8 drama.
Yes, today we are diving into what it was like growing up as millennials in the pop culture that raised us instead of our parents. Only because they were busy working.
We were the latchkey generation, though.
Yep.
Honestly, MTV, not social media, reality shows.
Yes,
I'm already forgetting
reality TV.
Reality TV and AOL Instant Messenger probably shaped our personalities more than school did.
Oh, absolutely. Which brings us to technology. So, millennials had the weirdest childhoods because we experienced the evolution of the internet. We had childhoods where we did not have internet and cell phones and all the things that exist today. We were outside.
We went from just a house phone to then the dial-up internet that sounded like a robot.
And then if somebody got on the phone, it was like, like you heard that awful.
I'm trying to get on the phone. Yes.
Which is so crazy to think because as kids, like we were outside, like we played outside and we came home.
Yeah. Go outside and don't come in until it's dark. Yeah. You had to, there was nothing you could be doing really inside other than playing with your toys or watching a movie.
Yeah.
On like a rainy day. And your parents wanted you out of the house because you were annoying them.
Yeah. Literally. But yeah, it's so funny to think because when computers kind of entered the family homes, it was like the family computer and
you had to wait your turn to be on it. Oh my gosh, I remember one of my best friends, we would sneak down when I would stay the night at her house. We would sneak down to the family room and cover the whole monitor with blankets to try to muffle the sound because it was so loud.
Yeah, because the typing.
Well, no, the dial-up was so loud and, going like those random chat rooms. A/S/L.
It's so funny. But also, too, I think every millennial kid, we're technically elder millennials.
Yeah.
Had that, like, you would sneak and get on the family computer. And then if you heard someone, you would either, like, I would hide under my dad's, like, desk because he would get up in the middle of the night. So I would literally hide under there. And it was like, oh my God, the computer is making so much noise. I'm totally busted. You could not get away with it. And he'd be like, what are you doing?
Nothing at all. Yeah, we definitely went from a whole evolution, though, because we went from, like, AOL Instant Messenger was your way of communicating. And then we had an introduction of MySpace. Mm-hmm. And that was a whole beginning of social media, really. That's when it formed. And the top 8 drama, like your MySpace top 8 was seriously the most critical choice. And if you were mad at someone, they were getting moved to the bottom of your top 8 or completely off. I loved it when Tom was on someone's top 8, though. That was someone that was just like, they didn't care.
But you couldn't have MySpace unless you were friends with Tom.
Oh, yeah. Tom was friends with everybody.
Yep.
I want to know where Tom's at.
I know.
What's Tom doing these days?
We should look him up. If anyone knows, let us know.
Yeah, let's find Tom.
Let's find Tom through MySpace.
Yeah.
But also, too, MySpace was so... Like, looking back, it's kind of, some of it is cringy, but I love it. Like, you got to pick a song. Like, when people went to your page, you had a specific song playing. Yep. If you were dating a boy or going through a breakup, like, everybody knew.
Yeah. Your page was, like, opened up, and it was, like, your whole personality.
Yeah. It was, like, a little journal of, like...
Yeah. I couldn't even tell you the stuff that I used to post on there.
Oh,
but I was just saying earlier, my cousin, whenever it came up, it started that you could like change the algorithms and change the lines and the fonts. And my cousin changed mine and I could never change it back ever again because I didn't know how to do any of that stuff.
I actually became friends. A girl had moved from California in middle school. We became really close friends. And I realized that it was almost like everything was popular in California, definitely way before it became popular in Ohio. So she kind of opened the door to like, you could do all this cool stuff with your MySpace and like change all the thing. And like nobody else was really doing it yet. Same with the music too, like, which is so cool. But going from MySpace to now we have Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, like the evolution of all of it is actually kind of.
We can't forget about Vine in there.
Oh, Vine was the best.
YouTube and all of that. But yeah, Vine was a very short, brief period of hilarious videos.
But also contains a lot of my like vocal stems when I'm by myself. Because there's some really hilarious stuff on there. I don't even know when it disappeared. It just kind of disappeared.
Yeah, it all just kind of faded away. I'm sure Facebook and Instagram and all of that will happen eventually too. It'll all maybe fade away.
It'll just keep kind of.
I don't know what we will
going.
I don't know what we'll evolve into. I'm kind of scared to know.
I know because I feel like with TikTok just you can literally say and do anything and be friends with it. Like I feel like TikTok is like the top of the line social media.
Yeah.
In a way, you know.
And it's all video. Yeah. It's less journally in that way, you know, where you're talking about MySpace was definitely like a journal. I think Facebook kind of started off that way a little bit because it originally was it was Harvard students, and then you had to be a college student, have a college email address, and then it opened up into all people and
to the public.
Then it was really kind of only people that age. Only, you know, I wasn't a college student. I wasn't in college, but I was that age. And I remember being excited when I could finally get one because I wasn't in college, but a lot of people I knew were, and were on it. So once I got on there and got to start poking people, and you could poke everybody.
The
back
random
on
pokes, so weird. But also too, like we had digital cameras and
that's how you documented your whole life before digital cameras though.
Well, reusable.
There was the reusable ones that you had to put the film in, but then you had the disposable ones.
Disposable, that's disposable, not reusable.
And I have told my kids this is that you had to develop it and find out what it looked like. You couldn't change anything about it, nothing, and you were so disappointed when you missed that one thing you hoped
if you only got half your peace sign with your duck lips, you'd get like half the peace sign with the duck lips.
I do kind of love that digital cameras are coming back. I do. I will give this young Gen Z and Alpha, they are kind of starting to bring back the things that were cool when we were coming of age. It always comes back. I feel so old saying that.
Well, we started it first, so you're welcome.
Yeah.
We were the bridge to all the things.
Yeah. So it also burning CDs.
Oh my gosh.
They will never understand.
Nope.
Because that was a whole afternoon. And you also risked destroying your family computer with all kinds of viruses, or you would, you'd have like that perfect CD burned. I'd have, I don't know how many Ruthies with a Z mix. I had probably Ruthies mix 45.
Yep.
That perfect song halfway through would skip or like, over and over and whatever. It was the best CD, Oh man, you would burn them for your friends and stuff too.
It was like our own version of, because you know how they used to have the, like, now 1, now 2? That was our way of making our own. But it's funny to think, because I used to, when your CDs would skip, today's kids will never know the struggle. You would try to, like, figure out any way to clean it. Like, Windex, taking Windex to the CD, or I used to put toothpaste on it, and I swear, like, it worked like a charm. Worked like a charm.
Yeah.
So, shout out to LimeWire for giving our family computer 500 viruses.
I know. But, the music of the time was worth it. Because, the music that raised us is still relevant, I think. We're still listening to it. And, like Eminem, I still will listen to, and I think he's still just as relevant. But I do love that we came up with him. What's like, the kids, it sounds like a grandma saying that, but now, you know, the teenagers, if you ask them, a lot of them love Eminem, but like they don't know Eminem like we know Eminem. It's like we've been knowing him forever. We grew up with him and watched him evolve. So that's the cool thing.
We had a very chaotic music era.
Yeah, because we were all emo at the same time too.
But we listened to everything from Avril Lavigne, Eminem, Britney Spears, Fall Out Boy, Linkin Park, like all of these random
boy bands too.
Yeah, boy bands, huge. Oh, NSYNC, Backstreet Boys.
Yeah, we came up with the boy bands.
Britney Spears. Yeah. Well, you also, because you're a little bit, I'm a little bit younger.
Like New Kids on the Block.
New Kids on the Block. Yep, which my sister was obsessed with.
Yeah.
But yeah, the boy band days were the best. And it's funny too, because looking back, they tried to like pin, it was either you were either NSYNC or Backstreet Boys. Yeah. I love both.
I loved Hanson.
Oh yeah, Hanson. Oh my gosh, that's right. I forgot about Hanson. Sorry, I totally forgot about Hanson. Hanson was amazing. What other boy bands were there? O-Town. Do you remember
98
O-Town?
Degrees.
98. I mean,
what was the girl that wears Abercrombie and Fitch? That was at
LFO.
Yeah.
Which actually, I think I like Googled them not that long ago. I think it was LFO. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry, but 2 of the original members have since passed.
Oh,
which is
terrible.
So sad.
I know. Which actually, Abercrombie was a whole part of personality back then too.
Gosh,
you know that.
Yes.
You know, for me, it was like that one Abercrombie piece of clothing I had was everything.
But it's also too at that time with the music, like you would make up dances with your friends.
And there was actual music videos that mattered, like TRL. Oh my gosh. Everything. You had to call in and vote back then. Yeah. You couldn't go online and vote or just text to vote. You actually had to call in and vote for things. I went to the TRL tour. I don't know what year that was.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Nelly, Destiny's Child. Oh my gosh. I think Pink was there too. Yeah, it was. I wish I knew what year that was. I'll have to look that up.
TRL literally raised me. I'm not even like I was definitely elementary school. And do you remember the MTV Spring Break?
Yes. Oh, man.
Like, I should not have been watching that. There's, like, girls dancing. They're, like,
every show on MTV, I, like, singled out. That's where, like, Jenny Garth came from.
Okay.
And, oh, man, there's so many good shows that used to be on MTV.
Do you remember, I don't know why I remember this, Daria?
Yes.
Oh, my gosh. That show was so good, actually. But I was, like, elementary. Like, I should not have been watching.
Yeah, I was, like, middle school.
So, yeah.
And maybe early high school. Yeah. My So-Called Life. And Seventh Heaven.
Yes.
I loved that show because there was a Ruthie on that show.
You know what's actually really funny about that show is I noticed it when I was younger, but if you go back and watch it, they never said bye on the phone. They would just hang up on each other. Like, they would talk and they would just hang up.
Okay.
Yeah. And so, it's so funny. My mom and I used to watch it all the time together. And one time we were like, they literally just hang up on each other. They don't even say bye.
That's hilarious.
That's such a good
pay
show.
Attention to that. Yeah. Oh, Dawson's Creek.
Yep.
90210. I loved 90210.
I actually never watched that. I think I was
a little too young.
Too young still. Yeah.
So many good shows back then.
Gosh.
But seriously, MTV and VH1 for a while had some really great shows too. Yep. Like Flavor of Love and
my gosh.
Charm School from like the Rock of Love and the Flavor of Love girls went to Charm School. Yep. Oh, those shows were so great. Really, reality TV started. You know, we watched reality TV turn into what it is, and it was actual like chaotic and. I don't know if it was real, but it seemed real back then. You know, they were just filming them. Producers, I'm sure, told them to talk about things like they do now. But man, the Osbournes.
I feel like reality TV back then versus now. I feel like it was less scripted back in the day.
Yeah.
It depends on what show. But I feel like as reality TV got more and more popular, it became a lot more scripted.
Yeah.
Because I think of, like, even the cast from Laguna Beach will say, like, there's a lot of situations that they were put in by production.
Yeah.
That wasn't legit.
Yeah. But they weren't, like, scripted lines of what they were supposed to say. They were just put in those situations type things. Yeah. But, Laguna Beach, The Hills.
Oh, my gosh.
Also...
That was my favorite.
Oh, yeah. It was like the golden era of reality TV. It really was.
Well, and with Laguna Beach, it was like you were either Team Kristen or Team Lauren.
Yes.
Those were...
Yeah. I liked Lauren, actually, until The Hills. And then you kind of don't like Lauren very much. Yeah.
Which, do you remember Hollister did Team Kristen and Team Lauren t-shirts?
No.
I loved Kristen so much. Like, I'm still a huge Kristen fan, but I ended up buying Team Kristen shirt from Hollister.
Yeah, we have talked about that. We love traders. We have to talk about how Steven on there, they said he was from One Tree Hill.
I know.
No. We're all like, excuse me.
You're from Laguna Beach. You started with Laguna Beach. You did not start with One Tree Hill. Granted, One Tree Hill, also an amazing show.
Yeah.
That's like one of my all-time favorites. But yeah, Steven came from Laguna Beach, not One Tree Hill.
Yeah. I think there were a lot of like America's Next Top Model, Survivor, which we are loving right now. We're actually watching all the old seasons of Survivor and loving season 50. But a lot of those kind of like game shows, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Oh, yes.
Like those really great kind of shows all started then too, at Jersey Shore.
Oh, Ruthie is rocking
I'm rocking a little Snooky Poof today for anyone that's watching this and not listening. I tried to bring it back.
I'm bald, so I wasn't even going to attempt. I'm not actually bald, but.
Yeah, I didn't GTL today either. I didn't do laundry, go to the gym, or tan. So
I mean, I have a spray tan, but I did. Wait, I did too. Actually, I did all three. I started laundry this morning. I worked out. And I have a spray tan. Look at that. I GTL'd today.
I still got 10. The day is young.
I was like, wait, I did actually.
But that stuff like raised us what we still, I could at any time be like, cabs here and you will die laughing like you just did. So, that stuff.
We just watched, I think, did I just show you when Vinny had the all like denim outfit on?
Yeah.
It was so funny.
Yeah, I love that cast is all still family.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
They were the best.
Yeah, and Mob Wives. We love us some Mob Wives.
Yep.
Yeah. Any, really the reality shows, but I love that we have streaming that we can go back and watch that. Because back then you had to record it.
Yeah.
Or you were missing it.
Yep.
And at first you had to like have money and have a TiVo. Mm-hmm. And then you had to have the DVR. And if you didn't record it, you missed it.
Yeah.
I was talking about how you had to pull up on the TV guide just to like watch it scroll past and see when shows were coming on and what was coming on next. Man, that was the good old days.
I know. If I could go back for a couple days, I would. Yeah. I was just talking to my niece about she was like, I'm so jealous because she's 10 years younger than me. She loves the early 2000s. So she's like, I would totally go back with you, but like as my age now or us as like 20-year-olds. I'm like, that would be so amazing. Mm-hmm. She would love it, but she's younger, so she didn't get to experience all the cool, what other there? Oh, MTV Punk'd.
Oh, Ashton!
Yes, Ashton Kutcher.
Am I being punked right now?
Yeah. There's even like movies to this day where people will still say,
am I being punked?
Am I being punked? Where's Ashton?
We need to see if that's available on streaming somewhere. I hope it is.
I've actually used that in an argument with my husband recently. Because it was so silly. Like we just get into these little... I was like, am I actually being punked right now? Someone call Ashton Kutcher because I'm pretty sure I'm being punked. And he's just looking at me like, you're psycho.
If you go back and ever watch any of those shows now, though, one thing that you're going to see is the fashion crimes.
Oh, yes. The fashion alone.
Yeah.
Some of it, but was it really a fashion crime? Some of it was, some of it wasn't.
Yeah, some of it will never come back, and I hope
no.
not. But again, it always comes back. And the low-rise jeans can stay far away.
Oh my gosh.
But I haven't. They are
never.
kind of coming back though, aren't they? The high-rise baggy jeans have been in for a while, but
I
feel like there's some low-rise coming back, and I don't love it. I am still here with my emotional support tank top because I can't get rid of it. I try. There are some things, but I don't layer multiple like.
I got rid of my emotional support tank top a couple years ago. It was a very weird transition, but it's so freeing.
Yeah, maybe one day I'll grow up.
But I'm not judging you because
it's like a comfort.
Yeah, most millennials still wear the emotional support tank top under your other shirts.
Yeah.
But with the layer tanks, it was like if it was not like knee length tank top,
and to like cover your whole butt with lace on the bottom.
Lace.
And then have a shorter one. And then your actual shirt with your collar popped.
Oh my gosh.
Which can we talk about the multiple collars popped that guys used to wear?
Yeah, but I did it too. I would layer like two Hollister tank polos and then pop the collars.
I'm gonna walk around with pop collar and see how long it takes someone in my family to say so. I don't even know if I have any collars.
Does anyone even wear polos still?
I don't know.
I don't think I've
Maybe
seen...
if they have to in a uniform or something. They're going to make a comeback because polos were huge.
Yeah, they were like super preppy.
Yeah.
With the like puka shell necklaces.
Oh, yeah.
Like the guys would do the... Yeah.
I have a striped polo with a puka shell necklace with my bright bleached hair in
Kelly Clarkson hair?
In one of my high school pictures. Yep, I sure do.
Was that the Kelly Clarkson chunky?
I think that was before the red. That was before the red. But I still had those chunky highlights, which as a hairstylist now, I should have known back then that I was going to do hair because I was doing hair. My mom used to make me pull her hair through the cap while we were sitting watching ER on Thursday nights. It's time to do my hair. And then I would end up doing a lot of my guy friends' hair because that's when the frosted tips came in and I already knew how to do it. And then I thought I knew how to do like a highlight and a low light and tried to do my best friend's. Her senior year pictures are like this is where I started.
I've seen them and they are like top notch.
I'll get her permission and ask if we can post them maybe. But I have one of myself too.
I think, was it you or her that had like one streak in the back?
Her.
Okay. Definitely get her permission. That's a good picture though.
It is so funny. But, the side bangs, the, like, really scrunched up.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
And straight bangs. Oh, it was a look. I could not scrunch my hair to save my life.
My hair is super straight, but the LA Looks blue gel. If I used half a bottle of that and scrunch, I would have ramen noodle hair. Yeah. And then I would flat iron my bangs and you could just hear the, like, of the gel. With my raw bleached hair.
Maybe that's why we all had like such dramatic side bangs because we kept frying them off.
Yes, we fried our hair off.
Yeah.
But also too, like the emo phase
it was
became popular. So then it was like you had the dramatic like way over.
Yeah.
That's probably why I have no hair on this side of my head actually.
And then we decided to cover it up with the Von Dutch trucker hats.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Which actually, still to this day, I will rock a trucker hat.
Oh yeah,
I love them.
That's a look I won't get rid of. Yeah, for sure.
They have become super popular again. I'm like, they never went away for me, but they've become popular again with like the younger.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the real fashion crime. The business casual club outfits.
Why? Why were we wearing a blazer and jeans?
Skinny jeans, mind you.
With a chunky heel, a wedge, and the biggest statement necklace you could find.
Yes. Actually, Stassi from Vanderpump Rules was like queen OG of chunky statement.
Really?
Yes. You should look up her fashion.
Yeah.
Top notch.
Oh man, but millennials.
Why did we think that was like some guy at the club's gonna be like, oh yeah, like she looks like a
she came straight from her meeting and threw on her heels.
She looks real good. That is so funny. Thankfully, well, I guess if you had to do the walk of shame the next day, You look like
you just went straight to work.
Yeah, you look like you're headed to work. So maybe that's
touch up your makeup.
Maybe that's
back then. I was definitely going to sleep with my going out makeup.
Yeah.
And just waking up and touching it up and going to work the next day.
And that's the thing too about our generation. We would be out partying all night, have to get up and go to work at like 8, 9 o'clock in the morning. We would show up to work early on like 2 hours of sleep and work our butts off. Like the younger generation, they can't, if they get like
they need a mental health day.
Oh my God. They get like 7 hours of sleep and they're like, I'm so exhausted. Yeah. Like, girl, you have no idea.
Yeah. I do love that Gen Z does not party like we did.
I know. I can appreciate
that. Is something I think they learn from us.
Yeah.
And if they do, they're safer about it.
Yeah,
you know?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So hopefully we walked so they could run. That's for sure.
Oh, 1,000%.
Yeah. Learn from those mistakes because they're not wasting their time out partying like we were.
That's all. I mean,
that's all we had to do.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Which, I don't know. Looking back, I'm like, oh my gosh. Like if I focused more on my school than I did partying, I don't know. Everything has a reason, but
it does.
What a freaking time to be alive because our parents couldn't track us.
Yeah.
They had no idea where we were.
Yeah.
We could say, oh, I'm staying at Ashley's house. And really, you're like dying.
And my mom didn't have Ashley's mom's phone number.
Exactly.
So she wasn't going to call and check if I was there. She just believed that I was there. And I was at a party inside of a closet calling.
Calling home like, I'm going to I have and to think about too, all the situations that we put ourselves in because we partied so much too, like dying in a cornfield at 16, 17, not the smartest choice, but.
And we had no way, our parents had no way of knowing.
No.
It didn't really seem to care. If I couldn't track where my kid was at all times and get a hold of them at any moment, like they're going to be in trouble for that. So, you know, growing up in that era was pretty free, but I am lucky that I am alive because of a lot of things that I did and situations that I put myself in. So again, a situation that I hope my kids learn from, you know, our generation and the generations coming after us are like, well, look at those idiots that were like, have you seen those videos where it's like the girl sitting in the back of a car, like, and it's like,
yes, with all the smoke going. Yeah. I'm like, yeah, that was definitely me.
Yeah, me too.
How are we alive?
I know.
Someone's random basement playing beer pong, stale basement.
And we actually put the beer in the cups.
Yes.
And bounced that ball all over, and we washed it off with the water. It was fine. They don't actually put the beer in the cups now.
They don't?
No, they put water in the cups and drink their own beer. They're much smarter drinkers.
Is that since COVID?
I don't know. Or they're just smart. I have no idea.
Okay, but I feel like it built our immune system.
Yeah.
Because a ping pong ball from someone's basement pinging around all over.
Listen, I would come at you for that ball.
Dirty.
Too. Once I hit the ground, it was on. That was my ball.
What a time to be alive.
I know, man.
Oh my gosh.
Man, can we talk about the trauma that we all share? Like, I think millennials went through some truly universal experiences, like dying of dysentery on the Oregon Trail.
The devastation. The devastation. Oh, I would get so mad too. Also, too, I forgot about the, what's the little game that used to be on the family computer? It was like the little mine. You clicked.
Minecraft. No, not Minecraft. Oh,
Minecraft is today.
I know. Minesweep?
Yes. Yes.
I never understood that game.
It was like random, and then I would always die.
I'd like to play solitaire with the fish deck.
Yep. Also, Sims. Oh, did you ever play Sims?
Yes, I did.
Oh man, that game used to make me so mad.
We had like my sister and I got like the original Nintendo as a Christmas gift to share.
I love that.
But I remember, my sister babysat me a lot, and a lot of her friends were over, and that's what we did. We all played like the Duck Hunt and the original Mario Brothers. I saw a video of parents losing it, having their kids play like the original Super Mario Brothers. It was so funny.
I'll have to look that up.
Oh, it was hilarious. But also like Tamagotchis.
Yes.
Tamagotchis. They are back, but it was some serious business back then if your Tamagotchi died.
Oh, yeah. I would be devastated for days. I'm like, I forgot to feed it.
I know, right?
And it died.
Yeah. Oh, man. And we were talking about burnt CDs, but also, do you remember waiting for your favorite song to come on so you could record it? And I had a cassette tape.
Let's say with a cassette tape,
So you would just like wait. And you would like be ready to record, and you'd get the stupid person that called in talking at the end of it, and it would always play every time you played that tape.
I think I'm going to ask my kids, like, do you know what a cassette tape is? Or a CD?
Yeah.
Or a DVD?
Yeah.
They probably know what a DVD is.
They do probably know what a CD and a DVD. Well, I bet you.
I'm going to ask DVD, just to see, like, what they say. Like, I don't know what that is. But also, too, actually, I forgot to mention, talking about music, Britney Spears was such a pop icon. Like,
she was like the Taylor Swift back then. Yeah,
she was the princess of pop. And I've been listening to a lot of her music recently. Her life is pretty sad now. I feel bad for her. But she just was, she was like top. Like, at the time, it was almost like nobody will ever be bigger than her. But now we have Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
So it's crazy. But yeah, anyways, back on track.
Yeah, she was. I do think Britney is like the pop princess.
Oh, for sure. The fashion, her music videos were everything. Oh, anyways.
Yeah. Yeah, man. But, it has been pretty cool, though, to see the evolution of how things like that have changed,
Yeah.
And also, we talked a little bit about Sam, like, why did Britney make it and not Christina? Because Christina was amazing, too. Like, there were a lot of amazing women that were artists back then, too, and what is it that makes them make it? Yeah.
I know. Because Christina actually vocally was, way, way better vocally. She's obviously beautiful, too, but that is weird to think about. Like, why? Christina Aguilera did eventually make it big, but Britney right out the gate was just...
Yeah.
Because I think they all did the Mickey Mouse Club.
Yeah.
Didn't they? With Justin Timberlake.
Wasn't JC on that, too?
I think JC might have been, too.
Ryan Gosling was also on
Yes, I forgot about that.
Yeah, there's probably some more. I just can't remember. Yeah, we had, like, the original Disney Channel, too.
Yeah.
Full House.
Yep.
I loved TGIF, Boy Meets World. We could actually talk about the TV shows for a very long time.
Topanga was like the it girl. And then came Lizzie McGuire.
Yes.
Hilary Duff.
Yeah. I was a little older. Yeah. That's a little bit more like your couple years after, I was like too cool for that.
Well, because you're technically a
zennial.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know the exact years, but it's like this.
You're like on the cusp.
Between Gen X. I was born in 1985. So I'm like, it's like, I'm technically a millennial, but I'm like an elder millennial. So it's like between Gen X and millennial. But it is kind of like I have a lot of memories from way before there was anything digital, like VHS tapes. And, my parents were still kind of like, they weren't like super tech savvy. They didn't work on computers. They didn't, so, eventually, but, we just didn't kind of like, we weren't a tech family, right away. Yeah. So, and I have older sisters, so I feel like I identify a lot with like Gen Xers too, because I was always with my older sisters, and I always tended to like gravitate towards older people. A lot of my really good friends are a couple years older than me too, so yeah. But that weird zennial generation.
Yeah. Well, you got like the best of
both worlds. Yeah.
What is that from? The best of both worlds?
I don't know.
That might be Hannah Montana. Actually, Yeah, that is Hannah Montana. Yeah. I'm like, what is that from?
I do think millennials, Zennials, any of us, even Gen X, like we did survive a lot.
Yes.
And we are kind of that, like, I survived anything.
Yeah. We've seen enough.
Yeah.
We've seen enough.
Not just like pop culture, but we had a lot of huge, just world experiences happen. We, 9/11, September 11th. I was in high school, and for me, I think I remember asking my parents, like, do you remember when JFK was shot? I remember what I was doing, when the planes hit, the tower. That I remember watching the second plane hit, so that was a huge, huge moment that I think we collectively all went through. And Columbine, I remember that being the first huge, kind of school violence, and now it's so prevalent, but that was such a big deal. Yeah.
Yeah. 9/11, I think 9/11, I just remember the chaos of that day, but I might have been 4th or 5th grade, I want to say, when that happened.
I was in middle school. No, I was in high school, 9/11.
You maybe freshman?
I think freshman or sophomore.
Okay. Let's say, because you're really not that much older.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So I might have been 5th grade then, if you were in high school.
I remember being in middle school for Columbine.
Okay.
Because I remember my mom picking me up from something and her telling me that it happened.
Yeah.
And we went home and watched everything and talked about it a lot. And And also I think, my mom was always into the news and crimes and followed the OJ trial big. And I think that's where my love of true crime probably formed.
Which is, I mean, what woman doesn't love true crime?
Yeah. Most of us do now.
Our husbands are like, should I be concerned?
Yeah. So what else? We've also survived wars in Iraq and Afghanistan.
Yep.
The Great Recession of 2008.
I think had just I graduated 2009, so
that was when most people I graduated in 2003, so I would have been college age,
but gas, so I started driving maybe a year before that happened. Gas was $6 a gallon. It was insane.
Well, there's places it's that right now too.
California.
Yeah. Oh, what else have we survived? A pandemic.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Lots of other
potential things. World War III going on right now. But I think too, that's why millennials are the most unserious generation because we have been through so much. We're just okay.
Yeah, right. What else? Just throw it at us.
Yeah, if I saw, what was it? Last year they came out that aliens were, the UFO, the government was this is real. And I was if I literally saw an alien,
we'd be well, we already knew anyway.
Yeah. Okay, hi, leave me alone. Go on about your, on about your merry way.
Yeah.
We're so desensitized, I think, because of all the world stuff that has happened that we're just okay, great, there's aliens. Yeah. What's next?
Yeah. I do think there's a lot of generations that say that they're the greatest generation, but I think millennials might be the greatest generation because we really have come up with all of it. We were able to adapt to all these big world events. We adapted to social media and technology. We remember not having smartphones, having to talk in the kitchen in front of your whole family and having to call and ask someone's mom if they were home, It's we've grown up in two completely different worlds, we had to go to Blockbuster and rent a movie, but now we can adapt to streaming it's nothing, so we really have I think we're survivors, we can adapt to anything and make fun of ourselves in the process.
Yep.
We have dark humor because we have so much trauma.
I know. Which that's why the comment section of videos, there was the post with the pretend we're on the Titanic, but make it millennial Gen Z in the comments, which was so funny because some of them were not my husband giving me the ick because he's also scared. And then the other one was like, it's giving sinking. And then there was, get ready with me. What was it? Get ready with me while the ship sinks or something. I was just like, that's exactly the reactions that would happen.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
oh, so funny.
Not me making eye contact with the captain. Like, be for real. Be so for real right now.
I'm sorry, but do I get a refund?
Yeah. Like, actually.
If this ship sinks, it didn't technically make it to our destination, so...
I paid for round trip. Do I get a partial refund?
Yeah. Okay, so I think this would be a really fun little segment if we kind of did a thing only millennials will understand this.
Okay.
So the sound of the dial-up internet.
Yeah.
We could all recreate that in our minds. We hear it forever.
Yes.
Also, somebody being like, no one pick up the phone so you don't disconnect it.
Yep.
I'm in the middle of burning this CD.
Well, meanwhile, LimeWire is giving your computer 500 viruses.
Right. Hold on one second. Technology that you had to fight. It took forever to do anything to even log in.
Oh, yeah.
Then when you actually got onto your like Napster or your LimeWire, you had to find the certain file that was the correct one.
So Gen Z fashion is comfy and cool. The oversized hoodie, the sneakers, the baggy jeans. You literally stole our clothes anyways, but continue. We survived low-rise jeans, side bangs, the layered tanks, the statement necklaces, which we talked about. But could you imagine a Gen Zer wearing what we wore? That's not surviving. It's committing fashion crimes.
Yeah. They've never had to sit in a plastic chair, a plastic blow-up chair in somebody else's bedroom.
Oh, that I had the Britney Spears blow-up chair with the flowers on it. Mm-hmm. That was like my the best piece of furniture ever.
So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go into talking about bedrooms. My bedroom was absolutely covered in posters of all of my favorite boy bands and artists. And also I had this huge bulletin board that had all these like cutout pictures because I actually had the physical pictures and you couldn't fit them all. So you had to cut around the people and make like a collage and make them all fit together. I had the glow in the dark stars all over the ceiling. Yep. And once I was in high school, I had the basement at my house. And so my mom and my sister, I think they sponge painted. Oh, yeah. They sponge painted everything to make it look less basement-y. Yep. And I had the star, like, hanging curtains.
Yes, those were so cool.
Oh, yes, the bedrooms.
My dad was really big into, my dad was a huge hippie. So he did the sponge painting in my bedroom, but it was white and orange, like a fluorescent orange. And I had tie-dye curtains, and then I had like all the NSYNC posters and Britney Spears and the nostalgia.
I know. I think we are that nostalgic though because it was such a great time. And everything's so fast now and we actually got to sit back and experience things and now you don't. It's just so you move on to the next thing so quickly.
Oh yeah. I think mental health, our mental health compared to Gen Z's mental health, we have most of us have such dark senses of humor. So we cope with trauma by saying like a self-deprecating joke. Gen Z copes by saying like, actually that's toxic behavior and we're setting boundaries, which is great. But like, you can also be funny. Yeah. Millennials walk so Gen Z could go to therapy. You're welcome.
Yeah, you're welcome. We had to have all the big feelings, watch our parents hide them.
Yeah.
We had to feel them and then tell our kids it's okay to have those feelings. Which I was actually having this conversation a little bit ago about what millennials are like as parents. And I think it's kind of cool because we are definitely more emotionally aware in that way. You know, our parents were more of a like, go to your room.
Yeah.
And that's your punishment. And then when you come out, we're not going to talk about it.
Yeah.
Where I will tell you why you're going to your room. Yeah. And I probably am talking way too much. We're more like less authoritative. We still have the authority. We're still the authority, but I'm like, the answer is no, but this is why.
Yeah.
Where our parents were just like, no, the answer is no because I'm the adult.
Yeah. Or because I said so, which I do find myself doing that sometimes, but I'll be like, hey, I said no because we don't have time to do this right now, or whatever the reason.
Yeah, it's like if we explain it, then it makes a little bit more sense. Where we were up in our room, like they're so mean. Where they probably had a reason, they just didn't tell us. So we're more open and we talk, and we really. I think most people I know are trying to break some kind of generational trauma, or they want to be the first cycle that they want. They want to break some kind of cycle in their family, because we care a lot about validating emotions, our mental health, and not repeating those toxic patterns over and over and over, because that in a weird way is what shaped us.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
it definitely is.
Yeah. But, we talked a little bit about how we're like tech savvy, but I think because we are tech savvy, we're a little bit more cautious as parents then too, because we have seen the dangers and how quickly it developed.
Oh yeah. I mean, catfishing alone online. I should probably go to jail for this, but I catfish. I'm going to talk about this because it's so funny looking back. I'm like, what was wrong with me? I think I was in like 8th grade and I catfished somebody on Yahoo Messenger. My picture was literally Britney Spears. So like, he really thought I was Britney. Like, come on. Because I would pretend that I was her. And
I love that you actually pretended that you were Britney Spears.
I did. And looking back, I'm like, I don't even know who it was. But I'm like, that could have been an old creepy man, but like, come on.
Well, hopefully an adult didn't actually think it was Britney Spears.
No,
that they were talking to. But
it was legit probably another like 8th grade.
Yeah, but I mean, that does happen now though. There's a lot of celebrities that are getting, people are scamming, pretending to be celebrities and stuff like that too. So people fall for things. They just, I'm sure were not communicating like you were Britney Spears when you were in that.
Mom, if you're listening, I'm so sorry. But I totally catfished someone on Yahoo Messenger.
Oh my gosh.
And then I like blocked them out of nowhere because I was just like, this is weird.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
The dangers of the dangers of the internet.
That's made us parent differently though. Yeah. Because you did that, you're going to parent differently because you're like, that's not actually that person, Yeah. It is a scary time though. So I think that's why we are over cautious, but because we have kind of come up in social media, we have those pressures of having to do it right as parents then too, because we also are guilty. We are guilty to falling to the pressures of social media and comparing and, we compare ourselves as parents too, because everyone seems to be parenting and has perfect children on social media, so
that's why it's called fake book.
But we're parenting under a different pressure that our parents never had to, and financial pressure too, because it's a way more expensive time than they ever had, it's a way more higher cost of living. Everything is more. So, it's just a lot more pressure in a lot of ways. And we have a lot more information, I think, than our parents did in almost a bad way. Yeah. Where we're able to look at everything up. They actually had to like call their parents and ask for advice or talk to friends or wing it. Which sometimes we do too, but they couldn't just Google anything, if any parenting thing or anything about my kid has a weird cough, I'm going to Google it, so, we almost have too much information, which probably makes us helicopter parents because we do have Life 360 and can track our kids where they're at. When we know we're going to show up to the field that they're drinking in, our parents didn't have that luxury.
Unless they think they're slick and try to leave their phone behind. But then if you're not answering your phone, then I know.
Then you're going to get in trouble
then
for
I
that
know,
too.
yeah. So it's like, good luck to you, because either way, you're getting in trouble.
Yeah, yeah. I do think it's been a good thing though, because we do have that, emotional awareness for our kids that, hopefully we're just raising better humans and, we can help them navigate the world a little bit, because we have seen the dangers of the internet. But I think as adults get sucked in too, as I was just saying, that, we have to take a moment and step away from all of that. We have that nostalgia of life before all of this. Mm-hmm. So sometimes we have to take a step back and, be in the moment without your phone around. Yeah. And, I try to do that on Christmas, not take a bunch of pictures and be texting a bunch of people. I love everybody. Yeah. And Merry Christmas to you, but I try not to be on my phone because we only get so many Christmases with my children when they're young. True. And our parents didn't have that kind of pressure. Mm-hmm. Our grandparents didn't have that, distractions. Mm-hmm. So, we are a great generation, but we have work to do too.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. For sure.
So that's one thing as a millennial, I think we are aware in that way, and we can try to be more aware as parents.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not to sound preachy on that, but.
No, but it's so true. There's always progress to be made.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of pressure to be perfect. And we probably do put a little bit more pressure on our kids to be perfect because of that too.
I mean, let's be honest. We're still kids. Mm-hmm. Like any millennial is like, how am I an adult? I don't understand.
I know.
Which we were just told was cringy. Yeah. But it's so true. Like, how are we, we're adults with bank accounts.
I know.
Or kids with bank accounts.
Like, how did I get investments? I don't know what I'm talking about.
Who allowed us to have a debit card and a credit card? Like, excuse me? Yeah. Again, we should have bought a house in 2007 instead of trying to crank that Soulja Boy. I had to do it.
That's so funny.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I was told by one of my children, speaking of, I asked, what are millennials like as parents? And I was told that we act like Gen Z and Gen Alpha is clueless and they have no idea what they're doing, which I was like, well, it's kind of true. And also we think that we're cool parents.
Okay, but we actually are. Like, our parents are like, we're such cool parents. Okay, I love you, Mom, but like the stuff that they were wearing, I would never be caught dead in. I know, like, I'm sorry, but no.
I will say there are some cringy things that millennials do.
Oh, for sure.
But the thing is like, we are able to laugh at ourselves. Yeah. We can laugh at ourselves. Yeah. And I will forever be pronouncing microwave. But that's apparently something that millennials do that's cringy, is we pronounce words wrong, which that is part of my everyday vocabulary, is pronouncing words wrong or with an accent. Hang out with us for 5 minutes and you know this.
Ruthie always pronounces words wrong, and I will not let her live it down.
Jess and my husband Colin have probably an entire diction. They could have a whole conversation with each other of words that I've said.
What did you say the other day? I lost it because I was like, what?
I don't even remember, but I remember doing it. Oh, what was it?
That's like when you called the you already know where I'm going with this. The ditch of your elbow.
But really, that became a whole thing. What do you call this?
Yeah.
You already have an armpit. So what is this?
It's not the ditch.
I called it a ditch.
It's the crick of the elbow.
We had and you have to say it like you Virginia Doubtfire.
Yes.
We had a survey going in our salon for a while.
So
what do you call this part of your body?
Yeah.
And people were like, I don't know. So,
and then my client
she called it the crick of her elbow.
Yeah, she was like, so the crick of my elbow. And we were like, what? Did you just use?
She was like, what did I say?
She had no idea what was happening. So we are so sorry.
Died laughing about it though. But cringy as it may be, I will still be pronouncing words wrong forever and ever. Amen.
It makes you who you are.
I know.
Randy Travis.
I think you and Colin should sit down and have a conversation
with all the words
I said wrong. And we're going to have to think of what it was I said wrong the other day, because I said it and I feel like even my client was like, what? And I was like, wait, what?
You were like, I knew when it came out it was wrong, but I still said it.
I know.
This is why we need to be randomly mic'd up at work, because
we do have good content.
The most random shit happens. Stuff. Sorry. Bleep that out. No, we can't bleep that out. But I don't know. Back to the cool parent thing. Like, I legit feel like we are actually cool parents because when you look at all of us in a nursing home in however many years, we're going to all have like our nose rings still, all tatted up. Like, we're going to think like we're at a rock concert.
Yeah. Our kids are going to be like, Mom, you guys can't go in the pit. We're going to be like, watch me.
Yeah. I'll pay for your ticket, but you're definitely pushing my wheelchair to the pit.
Yeah. Our kids are going to be so annoyed with us.
But I'm just saying, we are definitely the cool parents.
Yeah, we are. We are much cooler than our parents were at our age.
Yes, no offense. Which I will say, she said offense. I went to the Journey concert the other night, and I was excited, obviously, because I like Journey. I know like a handful of their songs. But it was funny because my mom was like, do you know this song? I was like, no. I'm like, oh, but I know this one. But man, they like rocked out. I was like sitting there and I'm like kind of getting a I don't know, call me That's So Raven, because I was just like, this is literally going to be me and Ruthie someday. Like final farewell tour for 21 Pilots. Mm-hmm. Like, because they were, I mean.
Yeah, we'll make it to Holding the Drums by then.
Yeah.
They'll be like, everyone make room for Grandma. This is her dying wish to do this.
You know what? I'm going to use that for the rest of my life. But it was such a like moment of like, I was just sitting there and I was like, this is going to be me and Ruthie someday.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to be awesome. So yeah, they rocked out, but the electric guitar blew my eardrum out. He played for a little too long. Blew my right eardrum out.
You are starting to show your age.
I know.
Like, okay.
I know.
I don't like that everybody's sitting down. I can stand up, but my ears are ringing.
I wanted to stand, but nobody was.
Yeah,
everyone was sitting.
I can't do that. That's hard.
I was like, oh, my back hurts from sitting.
I know. You got to stand and move around and stay all oiled up and loosey-goosey for a concert.
Oiled up. Who's getting oiled up?
Your choice.
I thought you meant actually oiled up. Okay, Diddy.
No. Yeah. Oiled up like your joints oiled up. We're gonna have to take this part out too.
No, I'm leaving it. We're getting oiled up to go crowd surfing. Just right across the top of the face. I'm gonna pee my pants. Oh my gosh. Okay, we gotta reel it in.
I just have an image in my head.
Tell me why it makes you think of Tyler Jackson.
That's the image I have in my head.
Where he's like, oh my gosh, you guys, we are so sorry. No, I'm not. All it takes is one little thing.
I know. That's probably something that...
Did you say oiled up or lubed up?
Oiled, I think. I'm going to mess up my poof.
Okay.
It's getting oiled up to get into the tanning bed with my Playboy sticker.
Oh my gosh, that was the best. The Playboy bunny sticker.
Oh, man. That was white as white can be, and the rest of your body was orange as orange could be.
Oh, yeah. Those are the best days, though. The raw bleached hair. Everyone tanned way too much. I was just telling my niece, I was like, my senior prom, I remember my sister did my hair, and she was like, you're way too tan. And I was like, okay. And then she's like, what the fuck is wrong with your eyebrows? I'm pretty sure I shaved them off. Thank you.
We're going to have to find some embarrassing pictures of ourselves.
Oh, yeah. We'll definitely
share them. So make sure you're following Overprocessed on Facebook. Yeah. And we'll probably be able to make it on TikTok, too. We can make maybe like a reel or something of them. So make sure you're following us.
Oh, my God.
You can see some... We'll let some embarrassing pictures. Yeah. We're gonna have a Gen Z come on here and have a little like game or something with us. That would be so fun. Funny. Yeah. So any of you want to come on and do that of our friends, then are younger than us, we can play a little Zennial, Millennial, Gen Z showdown. That would be fun, actually.
It would.
We could get a Gen Xer on here too.
Ooh.
Yeah. Let's do it. We're gonna line that up sometime.
Oh yeah. Wait, what is Gen X is before Millennial, right?
Yeah, like a couple years older than me.
Okay.
Like my sisters.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think, who do I know?
We got lots of clients.
We got lots of clients that are for sure.
Yeah. We could do it just if clients want to come on.
Well, I think we kind of covered everything.
I know, this has been a fun,
kind of lost it.
Walk down memory lane. We've been talking about
Memory
lane.
I'm so sorry. Memory Lily. I'm wheezing. Add that to the list. I'm such an asshole. I'm sorry.
Going in the old dictionary.
The old dictionary.
The dictionary Ruth messes up.
Well, if you've listened this long, you're welcome.
So sorry. I have tears now.
Thanks for enjoying all the nostalgia.
Yeah. We're proud. We're proud of our cringy millennialness.
Oh, yeah.
And we'll take a walk down memory lane anytime.
Well, no matter what generation you are, we can all agree on one thing. We all still type with both hands. Text with both hands on our phones. Nowadays, it's like, everyone's like, do. No, I sit there and I'm like,
I do too. But I do remember making fun of my dad for typing. Like this. So that's what we look like to them now.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, thanks for sticking in this long and through our craziness.
Memory.
Whatever you crazy memories. Well, we'll send you off with hopefully one that will bring up one unlocked for you guys.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Until next time.
Yep.
Bye.
If you were having a wee giggle or two with Jess and Ruthie, tap the like button like you mean it, share and subscribe. Tell your sis, your mum, and your gran about overprocessed conversations. Cheers, you wild haggis. King Fergus out.